isn't in vain. This judgment will serve as a deterrent to others who feel they could insult our religion or prophet and go scot-free, he said. Who is Yahya Sherif Aminu? Few people had heard of him before his arrest in March. An Islamic gospel musician, might want to look up the word gospel. He is not well known in northern Nigeria, and his songs were not popular outside his Tijaniya sect, who have many such musicians within their ranks. Where on earth did Muslim judges get the idea that people should be sentenced to death for singing songs that insult Muhammad?
Once again, beloved, I greet you and I welcome you to u.s.a Media. My name is Watcher Stephen, and you know for sure that whenever I get in my city to dismantling those several assertions that has been made against Christianity since time immemorial. Actually about reasonable polemics against authentic historic Islam, and I create the awareness that indeed Jesus Christ descended purposely for man's redemption. There are a lot of informations about Islam. Okay, some are good, some are not good, and out of 100% you get 99% that are not good. I hope you get with me. Well, with the 1% that is good, I'm talking about the individuals within the community or the ummah. Okay, individuals within the ummah, most of them are very, very, very good. Okay, they are very much humane. And if you are to take one as your friend or as your husband or something like that, or wife, seriously, they are very good naturally, because they are human beings just like we are human beings. Christians are human beings, Muslims are human beings, Hindus are human beings, Shintos are human beings. I'll be getting to me, but sometimes like people, I've been telling you about ego and super ego. You get that sometimes like people will go under some trainings or some teachings and all that, and all these changes their way of behaving. All these changes their way of behaving toward each other. Do you understand? So they live in a way and manner that they were not previously living. When I mean when they were born, they were like this or they were like that. But as time went on, when they began having or attaining some studies and all that, or some knowledges, or when they began to be introduced to several lot of isms, okay, in several colleges and from several friends, imams and sheikhs and all that, their attitudes toward people began to change, because they thought they had to protect their book, they had to protect their religion, they had to protect their prophet, they had to protect the face of the Islamic religion. They even have to lie in order to propagate Islamic orthodoxy or protect Islamic orthodoxy. Or we get to me. So that's exactly what's going on around the world. History tells us that the moment Muhammad returned back to Mecca, after he had fled to this place as a Yathrib. Okay, when he fled to Yathrib, when at the time the Meccans had wanted to put him to death because he was trying to introduce some different deity, though Allah wasn't very different to the Meccans or the people of the Arabian land or the Arabian Peninsula. He was one of the gods they used to worship, because Allah isn't God. Okay, Allah, al, that is the lah. Lah is the root word. Lah means what is it? Lah is the word. Let me put it that way. That is the lah. The moment you hear of Allah, that is the lah. The lah. And history tells us that this term or this name already existed, and even the Egyptians had Allah as or had Allah as their sun deity or sun god. So Muhammad actually borrowed from these pagan Arabs or pagans around the Arabian Peninsula. Okay, prior to the time of Muhammad, the Arabian Peninsula was already occupied by the Jews. The Jews who were expelled from Jerusalem during these the riots. Okay, the riot of Titus. If I've gotten it correct, so they came to Arabia to settle there after the AD 70 riot. And also there were the Arabians who had also become proselytes or Jewish proselytes, and they were also living in the Arabian Peninsula. Okay, and there were also pagans who worshipped idols. Okay, and some of the records also tells you that there were also Orthodox Christians also on the land. I'll be getting. There were Orthodox Christians on the land, and they were found in at the northern part of the Arabian Peninsula. You can talk of Israel, you can talk of Palestine, you can talk of these places, Palestine, Iraq, Israel, and yes, and so forth. I'll be getting me. So that's exactly what Muhammad met on the Arabian Peninsula, and he mimicked these practices on the land. I'll be getting me. So when he began to introduce this, they found him to be a threat. But when he fled to Yathrib, and surely the Jewish tribe there helped him or welcomed him, and later he rose his sword against them. He came back to Mecca to overtake Mecca, and he pinpointed, or he gave his people a list of names, of people they were to kill, because those people tried to stop him from establishing his religion. How we get to me? So the same, what Muslims are doing today are the epitome of what their Prophet Muhammad did. How we get to, because Muhammad would do this if anybody rose against him. That's exactly what Muslims are doing. So if you hear of these terrorist associations, Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda, Taliban, Boko Haram, and all that, they are all doing what Muhammad would do if he was alive. Okay, what Hamas is doing, exactly what Muhammad would do if he was alive. What Osama bin Laden did is exactly what Muhammad would do if he was alive. I'll be getting with me. So Osama bin Laden was doing all this because allegedly he thought that America was a threat to Islam, and they were trying their possible best to put a stop to the propagation of Islam. That's the reason he rose against Islam in the year somewhere 2000. I'll be getting with me. So in Nigeria too, this is exactly what is happening over there. Though you've been hearing of subway bombings, suicide bombings by Boko Haram and all that, okay, destroying Christian schools and all that, and kidnappings and all that goes on, okay, in Nigeria. But this time round, it's about Yahaya, okay, Yahaya Sherif Aminu. According to the story, I think I've already been giving you updates, and we continue from there. He composed a music or a song, and they think it's a blasphemous thing to the name of Muhammad, because he praised even a man. He praised somebody more than Muhammad, okay, and they see that to be a threat, and therefore they have to set him as a public example so that people will not tow his path. Well, we are taking a quick break, and we are returning to this. You're welcome back, beloved. May God richly bless you for waiting for us. Beloved, I've always been telling you about Skin Coat Cosmetics. Okay, Skin Coat Cosmetics. I think you know what Skin Coat Cosmetics produces. Okay, so just pick up the contact on your screen and make sure to contact them. And wheresoever you are, if you have any trouble in your skin, any trouble in your body, if you have any challenges in your skin, if there are pimples, dark spots, if there are rashes, if there are stretch marks, or whatever, seriously, Skin Coat Cosmetics has products that are very much affordable and also very much effective or infectious, and they can help eradicate everything out of your skin. So just contact the number emerging on your screen. Let's quickly go to David Wood.
In vain. This judgment will serve as a deterrent to others who feel they could insult our religion or prophet and go scot-free, he said. Who is Yahaya Sherif Aminu? Few people had heard of him before his arrest in March. An Islamic gospel musician, might want to look up the word gospel. He is not well known in northern Nigeria, and his songs were not popular outside his Tijaniya sect, who have many such musicians within their ranks. Where on earth did Muslim judges get the idea that people should be sentenced to death for singing songs that insult Muhammad? Well, when Muhammad took Mecca, he gave his followers a list of people who were to be killed even if they were found hiding beneath the curtains of the Kaaba. Let's read about 3 of them in u.s.a, pages 550 to 551. Another was Abdullah ibn Khattal of Banu Taym.
So, beloved, that is it. It is true. Okay, just as I said, Muhammad would do what these Muslims are doing. So, they're protesting, they are yelling, and they are angry, they are being furious, they are being aggressive, they are being radical. They've been able to burn down Yahaya's mother's house, or his family's house, and all that. Okay. Meaning, I don't know, like, even if any of his families gets caught, maybe something is going to happen to them or something like that. Or be get with me. Sometimes that's what people does. Even if they wouldn't do anything to them, they would be like, if you do not come, this is what we're going to do to your sister, your brother, your father, or your mother. Okay, but you see, this is the face of Islam. Okay, this is the face of Islam. Perhaps you've been coming across people in Ghana, most especially Dominic Camponsan, okay, my colleague, would be on several lot of debate platforms with Muslims. Okay, he's been attending several lot of debates in Accra and in Kumasi as well. Okay, and sometimes he gets threats, fancy, we're going to beat you, we're going to do this to you and all that. But it doesn't take place. And sometimes he gets he gets a way to escape. I'll be getting with me. Myself, I've had debates with Muslims, and even the recent one, in the recent debate, even we didn't finish debating. The Muslims were like, had it been in Nigeria, they would chop off my head. Okay, they would chop off my head because I spoke against the Quran. That's exactly what Sheikh Nuhu told me and my people. How we get to with me? That's exactly what Sheikh Nuhu told me and my people. You see, why was he able to pinpoint Nigeria? Because Nigeria has Islamic dominance, most especially the northern part of Nigeria, and that's exactly what's going on over there. Had it been in Nigeria, perhaps I couldn't be able to, or I wouldn't be able to be expressing myself like this. I would be traced, and perhaps by now I wouldn't be here saying all this to you. Okay, so I'm just sounding warning to you, Mr. Preacher. I'm just sounding warning to you if you're a Christian. Okay, I'm just sounding warning to you if you are a politician. I'm just sounding warning to you if you are a president. Whosoever you are, make sure to be very careful with Islam. I'm not saying you should hate any Muslim. No, no, that isn't it. I'm talking about the real face of Islam. Okay, America knows Islam very well than any other country, though Arabia is the birthplace of Islam. But I'm talking about a country that has really experienced who Muslims are. But I think recently, the African Americans are very much Muslims today. Okay, most of them have converted into Islam. Several lot of people has converted into Islam. All be getting with me. And America knows that Islam doesn't know anything like state and religion. The state itself is there, and the religion is there. Fancy in Ghana is somewhat like we practice multi-religion. Okay, multi-religion system or multi-religious system. Okay, there are Buddhists here in Ghana, and they are free to practice their religion. There are Christians in Ghana, and they are free to practice their religion. There are Muslims in Ghana, and they are free to practice their religion. Shintos, Hindus, and Hare Krishnas, and all that. And they are free to practice their religion. Even in Ghana here, there are some communities. If you go to some areas, it seems Muslims are superfluous over there. They are very much overwhelming there. They are much over there. And if it's a zongo or something, and you cannot even, I cannot do what I'm doing over here there. Okay, I cannot do what I'm doing over here there. Even Islam doesn't have the domination. There isn't the Islamic dominance in Ghana. But if you go to an area where Muslims are dominated, you must be very careful. Okay, you must be very careful. They're going to carry out jihad. They have offensive jihad and they have defensive jihad. It's somewhat like apologetics and polemics. The offensive side and the defensive side. Yes, every religion tries to protect the face of their religion or the religion. I'll be getting with me. Yes, but Christians are taught not to exchange sword with anybody. But the Islamic matter, I will tell you, you will die for what I believe. That is why this Nigerian singer Yahaya has been sentenced to death. I'll be getting with. But the Christian matter will be like, I will die for what I believe. I always tell you that if you are thinking of the Crusaders, I've been telling you they were pseudo-Christians, charlatans, flim-flam Christians, and also con artists. I'll be getting with me. because Christ never taught Christians to be exchanging sword with Muslims. We will just be arguing with you decently. We will just be reasoning with you decently, like I'm doing over here. Or get with me. The Quran tells the Muslim to carry out jihad. The Islamic books tell the Muslim to carry out jihad. So what Muslims or Boko Harams are doing, what these protesters are doing, are the epitome of what their Prophet Muhammad did. I'm ending it up here, and we're continuing this same story till where it ends. And may God richly bless you for taking time to hear us out. Make sure to like the program, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment in the comment section, share the program to your loved ones and all your contact lists. Bye-bye.